your resident road safety expert from Mobility Engineering, back again for another Q&A. Thanks very much for tuning in. We love those questions. Keep those questions coming. And as I always say with my trusty subscribe pillow, we'd love your support to hit the button that looks just like this pillow down there somewhere. Hit that and get us to 1,000 subscribers, please. Hit that button and let's get it going. All right, so let's get on to today's question. Today's question, and I'm here with all the hand controls and driving controls area of our assessment centre in Hornsby, because today's question is all around driving controls and what we need to do if we are moving from a non-driving control situation to a driving control situation. So basically what we have in this case is a client that has lost functions of their legs and they need to move towards using hand controls. And basically what the question is what is the process to follow to have your license upgraded? Is there a process to follow? Do we need to do anything with our local state authorities? The answer unequivocally is yes, you need to do something, but each state in Australia or territory in Australia has its own unique process to follow. What we're going to do is going to put links down below, down there to each state authority that we can access as of September 20, which is when we're filming the video. And basically those pages will be, as of September 20, valid as to the relevant guidelines for disability driving, or just basically contact people that you can contact in each state's authorities, because each state authority is generally different, but they all tend to follow a generally speaking process. So what we thought we would do is we would go through that process so you get an understanding, but it's very, very important that you need to contact your state authority before you undertake any process. Do not undertake the process that what we're telling you to do. We're just giving you this idea to show you that there is a process, and generally get your mind thinking about what kind of stuff you need to start preparing for this. So basically, if we are, what do we need to do? Do we need to have assessments? Do we need to have driving tests and so on, and all those things depending on the state authority? Yes, you will have to do. Some of them you have to register it, some of them you don't have to register it, so you just need to check with the state authority. So generally speaking, when we first have this disability, or we first have to look at this option, we need to see an OT or an occupational therapist or allied health professional, particularly if we're using NDIS. But even if not, we highly recommend it, because you need external assistance to help you identify where you can and can't do things. So you might have ideas of, let's say, oh, I want to really use this hand control. This looks like a great product and it looks very flashy, or really nice shiny silver thing or whatever. You might like the looks of something, but it may not suit the functions that you have available to you in your body. So you need to engage a professional to help you go backwards and forwards and negotiate with them as to what you think will work and what will not, and they can point you into the right direction of the functionality. Then once you've seen them and you undergo an assessment, sometimes the state authorities will require a copy of that assessment. So it might need to be more formalised and may need to be in a certain process. So you need to basically look at that. Then you need to then look at modifications that are available. So products that are available on the market. As you can see here, we've got one here. We've got a whole bunch of other driving controls over there. And in all our vehicles, there's probably, I think actually yesterday we did some driver training and they were saying there's over 1,000 different hand controls around the world. So, and Australia does access products from all around the world. So when there is 1,000 products, that means there's a lot of variation and a lot of option. So we need to make sure that we scour the market and we find what is suitable for the needs of the occupant based on the OT assessment. So we do the assessment first, then we look at what products will suit the needs, and then we get the modifications done. We might even do a trial with the products before we do the modifications. Then we get the modifications done on the vehicle, and then we start doing some driving lessons. And then basically in some states, we might need to go and get our license actually formally accredited. That means we might need to get another driving test done. We might need to get another assessment done and our license upgraded. Some authorities don't require that. So you need to just specifically find out what is the requirement for your authority, but generally speaking, you get an assessment done, you get your modifications done, you get lessons done, and you make sure that you are able to drive with those controls. And once you're confident and able to drive with those controls, you either get a final assessment done by the registering authority or someone else that gives you the okay to basically drive on your own. And that's effectively what you can do, and that's the whole process in a generalized way. So hopefully that helps with finding out what we need to do when we've got driving controls or when we need to engage with driving controls. So yeah, and as we always say, keep those questions coming in. We love those questions. They're the best part of the job. And also hit that subscribe button down there. We'd love your support to get to that 1,000 subscribers. See you next time.